Hello. Hi. That last 15 minutes went really fast, so I feel like I'm kind of not quite ready. So, welcome to Facebook Live. I'm your host, Valerie Bestland. I'm so glad that you're here. You know, today I was going to talk about detox. Oh, by the way, if hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully my microphone's working. So, type me a hello or give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're there. And if you're catching the replay, make sure that you say hello as well. Okay, so I was going to do this Facebook Live on detox. I have a lot of thoughts on detoxing. And what's so hilarious is I've been doing a lot of Googling on it and reading about it, listening to podcasts on it. And wouldn't you know, it's showing up in my Facebook ad photos all over the place, which is a little bit scary, right? How Facebook ads know what you're doing. I run Facebook ads. I'm not running any right now, but it's a very interesting situation. So I'm just getting over a cold. I feel like I need to sneeze at any moment, and I've got this annoying frog in my throat. So I apologize. Next week, I'm going to make every attempt to do a Facebook Live from Aruba because I'm going to be there on vacation with my 3 best friends, and we are going to be having the most amazing time. But I do want to talk to you about how I've been planning for this trip to Aruba and how you can lose weight while you're on vacation. So we'll see if I actually do what I say. That'll be fun. So today I wanted to kind of talk about life coaching, and what made me think of this is I was contacted a couple weeks ago to do a live radio show on Mind Body Radio, and I recorded that this morning. So I will be posting that out on my social media as soon as I get that recording sent to me. I hope I did okay. I was super nervous, but it was really kind of fun. And I don't know how these people got my name, but whatever, it's super cool. So it got me thinking, and he'd asked me some questions kind of about what is a life coach? And I don't think that I've ever done a Facebook Live on what life coaching is, why I am a life coach. Maybe I have, I'm looking over at my notes. I have a little post-it where I keep all my topics that I've done on Facebook Live. No, it doesn't look like I've done one on there. So I kind of wanted to just go over this real quick. And I have less notes this time than I have in the past, but I did write up a little bit something, and I kind of want to read that. Hi, Joan. Thanks for joining me. How's the weather in Delaware? Say hello. Okay. So listen, I have something to say about this life coaching and our industry. So I really take a stand for those of us in EMS that we can lose weight without the bullshit of the diet industry. You do not need any more willpower. You don't need to eat a bar or drink a shake to lose weight. Okay, what you do need is an expert in the industry, someone who gets you, someone who understands the complexities of this profession, and someone who has had your same struggles. I have been where you are. I have tried all of the diets. I've talked with dietitians, nutritionists, my primary care provider, and I've hired multiple different personal trainers, but they couldn't help me, right? They couldn't help me because the advice that they gave was not applicable to my life, to this EMS life that I live, right? It was so hard, if not impossible, to follow it that I just quit. I felt hopeless and embarrassed and ashamed, and that I would never be able to get this figured out. And I gotta say that all changed when I found life coaching. So I lost over 50 pounds, and then I decided I have to tell this to everybody that I know. Now I teach it. I teach people how to lose weight by having them understand their hormones, biology, and most importantly, their brains. Okay, I really feel a sneeze coming on here. I'm so sorry. I want you to know that there is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken or weak because you can't lose weight. Here's something else that I know about you. You're not great at asking for help. You think that you should be able to figure it out on your own. Now, maybe you're one of those special snowflakes who can, and that's so awesome. I'm super proud of you. And you just go get it, girl. But for the rest of us, we need help. Okay, the sneeze is really coming. This is so embarrassing. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe it's going to go away now. So, okay, let me refrain here. Get back to peeking again here at my notes because I've kind of lost track of what I was saying. Maybe I'll just delete this one and nobody will ever know that I did it because I feel like I have to sneeze. Okay, so I get it. You don't want to spend your money on this and you think that your employer should pay for it. And I totally agree. I think your employer should pay for it too. But listen, they're not paying for it right now. And that is something I really want to be working on in the future. But they're not going to pay for it. So you need to decide right now if this is something you're interested in, if it's something you're willing to invest in yourself. Life coaching will change your life. The investment that you make has the highest return on investment, more than your 401k or your 403b. And now you might be saying, like, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. Time, you can create more time. You just have to rearrange things in your schedule. You can find the time because we all have the same amount of time. We all just have different priorities. And then the last thing is money. You're like, I don't have enough money. You can get more money, right? You can pick up extra shifts. You can pick up an overtime shift. You can get a second job. You can look at what you're spending your money on, like a gym membership. If you're not going, do you have other subscription services that you need to maybe let go of so that you can invest that money in yourself? There are a million coaches out there. There's a coach for everything, whether you're having a breakup, if you're getting divorced, if you're feeling grief, if you're having problems with your kids, right? If you're even in part of a certain religion, there's a coach for that. What makes me unique is I'm a coach for EMS providers, whether you work on the ground, in the air, in an ED, or you do community paramedicine, right? I get it. Even though I haven't been a community paramedic, I work by a bunch of community paramedics. So that is what is available to you. And one of the spots that you can go find a life coach anywhere is where I went to school. And I'm going to talk about these things here in just a second. I just kind of wanted to start off the Facebook Live on that. So you can go to www.thelifecoachschool.com/find-a-coach. And you can look at hundreds of coaches on there that specialize in something that I'm sure you care about. So what the fuck is a life coach? A life coach can be anybody. Anybody who's watching this live, if you're not a life coach, you can call yourself a life coach. It's an unregulated industry. So that means anybody can be one. I went to training at the Life Coach School, and it's very organized. It's very professional. I got a certificate, right? But that doesn't mean that I couldn't coach before. I maybe didn't, but I do now. So anybody can call themselves a life coach. Who needs one? Everybody. If you have a cell phone, you need a life coach. I heard somebody say, we used to think cell phones were like not necessary and it was a luxury to have one. Same goes for life coaching. Everybody needs one. People think it's a luxury, but it's really not. It's just a necessity. It's a way to help us live our lives better, to live that very best, most evolved life. I think you need a life coach. So how do I find one? I already told you that, thelifecoachschool.com, find a coach. How much does it cost? Well, I'm going to tell you this. It probably costs less money than you think. And really think about all the things you spend your money on. This is how I finally decided to start paying for a life coach. Now, I'd been consuming all sorts of life coach information for years for free. Any free thing I could do, I'd spend, a couple $100 here and there doing a webinar or getting some workbooks, stuff like that. But the real change came when I made the money. And one of the things the coaches said one time was, how much do you pay for your car per month? I was like, oh, well, I pay a lot of money for that car. Is my car necessary? Not really. Is my life worth more than my monthly car payment? Yes. Do I want to lose weight? Absolutely. I was suffering immensely. I was, like I said before, embarrassed, humiliated, uncomfortable. My flight suit was so tight, I felt disgusting in it, right? And I knew that something had to change. And that all changed when I got a life coach. Now, how long do you work with one? Forever. I mean, you don't have to. You can solve one problem and then go to a different coach for a different problem. I currently have multiple coaches, right, that I'm paying money. I'm investing in myself because I want to be the best version of me during this one life that I have. And if anybody understands the fragility of life, it is those of us that take care of patients in their greatest time of need. We see their families. I don't want to regret anything. Do you? I don't want to sit and waste more time thinking about my weight than I do about improving my ability to take care of critically ill patients. I didn't want to do that anymore. I don't do that anymore, right? I'm a human, so I still, of course, struggle with everything, but I'm in a completely different place than I was. So why me? Why me as your life coach? Cool. That would be amazing. I would love to work with you. I have been in EMS for almost 25 years, and I've been a flight paramedic for 19. So I get your job. I get your life. We don't talk about your schedule, your sleep. You don't have to explain any of that to me. I know that. We get right to the solution, right? There's no farting around. I got a page 2 here. So what is weight loss coaching? Well, here's how I approach weight loss coaching. I give you the weight loss basics, right? Which we've talked about. It's planning, eating 2 to 2 on the hunger scale, drinking water, moving your body, and protecting and prioritizing your sleep. Okay. And then I have advanced weight loss tools. Those are things like where we talk more in depth about your hormones, about neurotransmitters, about your brain, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. We talk about being fat adapted, intermittent fasting, and protein cycling, just to name a few. I, of course, talk about those on Facebook Lives and in my blogs. Okay. And I want to give you all sorts of value for free. That's why I do all of this stuff, because the real value comes from working with someone one-on-one. When we create a protocol that works for you and the things that you like, and that it's not something I tell you to do, it's something you decide to do, right? I have my clients fill out worksheets. We do coaching by writing, and then we talk over the phone for about an hour once a week. And I usually work with people for 12 weeks. And then what ends up happening is that we get the food figured out, and then we really get to the real heart of what the issues are, right? And that's where the life coaching tools come in. Pardon me. And that's where we work on, why don't you follow your protocol? You're a grown adult. You know exactly what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating. And yet you're still eating it, or you're still drinking it, or you're still on social media too much, or you're still overspending. Why? Right? That's the question I ask all the time. Why are you doing that? When you know better, why do you do it? The answer is because of how you feel. And our feelings are caused by our thoughts. The only reason why we do anything is because of how we think it's going to make us feel. So when we have decided we are not going to eat chocolate, and then the end of the day comes and we eat chocolate, we have to really find out why we did that. What were you feeling? What were you trying to avoid feeling? So that's really what life coaching really is all about. It's not some weird thing. It's not some scam. I'm not out here to make billions of dollars, right? I want to help people because here's what I see. I've been in this industry a really long time, and I know lots of people in this field. And I read the pages on the Facebook pages. We're in all the same groups, right? And I see a trend in people, and I think it's really sad. And I think that it's because of their suffering, right? Nobody's teaching us how to manage our schedules better, to handle the rotating day night shifts. Nobody's helping us with our stress because we have acute stress, we have chronic stress, and now what we're seeing is very detrimental is cumulative stress on us, right? And our sleep. Listen, those things are setting us up for failure big time. And I can see it in all of the groups and the way people talk, right? And the things that they say, right? We're perpetuating this culture, and I want to put a stop to it. You know, I don't know many other coaches that focus on people in EMS. I know that there are a couple of other people that do help those people. Daniel Mills, he's from the 911 Buddy Check Project, and he is doing the same thing. We were trained at different places, right? But we have the same message. We want to help these people because we know that they're suffering. We were suffering, right? He lost weight. He battles mental illness, all of it. We just want to help more people. So I invite you to like all my stuff. Find me on social media. Obviously, you're here. I have a closed Facebook group. You know, I still work full time. So is it consistent and perfect all the time? Absolutely not. I'm still learning how to do this, but I decided I'm just going to go out there and start trying to help people because our industry needs help. I kind of joke about this, but it really is kind of true that we're fat and fucked up. I mean, seriously. I feel so much passion about it that I could literally talk about it all day. And I know that I've not talked about what I offer in the past because I don't want to be all weird and salesy and be like, you need to work with me. You can work with me. You can work with Daniel. You can work with anybody. I don't care. I want you to get help because when you get help, then you can go out there and take care of patients better. You might even at some point have to take care of one of my family members. And I want you to be focused on taking care of them, right? And not about you and how uncomfortable you feel in your flight suit or your, duty pants or whatever, wherever you work in EMS, right? I have my URL is HEMS coach because like nothing else really applied. So that's what I picked. So I don't only work with people in the HEMS or air medical industry, right? All first responders. So if you know somebody that needs help, if you need help, please send me a message. I'm happy to always talk to people. I, of course, offer, a free coaching session with anybody who wants to talk to me and learn about losing weight, learn more about what it is to work with me. And you know what I'm super excited about is that I have been chosen to speak at the Fast 20 Symposium coming up this May in Murfreesboro. I think that's how you say it. The people at FlightBridge Ed are put on an amazing conference or symposium, and I can't wait to talk about this. I haven't, and I probably won't tell everybody exactly what I'm going to be talking about, but I'm going to be there representing me and not the organization that I work for. And so if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts on things you'd like me to talk about, I would love to. The next time I see you, the scenery will be much different and I will be in the beautiful Aruba. So hopefully I have good Wi-Fi access out there and it will be on my phone. It'll be super different. And so I have no idea what that's going to be like. And I've never done it. So it'll be a learning opportunity for sure. So I will hopefully see you guys later. If you're watching the replay, make sure you say hello, ask me any questions, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining in. Bye.